Steve with Big Peach Running Company. Today's tip for how to hate running less, we're going to talk about landing. Now, landing refers to where your foot comes in contact with the ground relative to your hips, right? So what we want to do is land about 5 to 8 centimeters in front of our hip. And what this does is it allows the knee to stay bent. It generates less shock at the point of impact, and it also puts you in a position where you can immediately use your hips and your glutes to push yourself forward. And it's most efficient running is simply a pushing motion using your hips and glutes. But the biggest mistake we make as runners is we land too far in front of our hips and glutes. This is called overstriding. And with something like this, although this might be a little exaggerated, but you have a pronounced check mark here where your foot comes in contact with the ground, your knees locked out. All those episodes we talked about with posture, your posture is immediately compromised because you're bent at the waist. So we want to land about 5 to 8 centimeters in front of the ground. Now, importantly, it doesn't matter from my perspective whether you land on your heel, your midfoot, or your forefoot. And this is a point of a lot of misconception with running form. When you land way out in front of your hips, you overstride, you will land prominently on your heel. That's where heel striking gets a bad rep. And if you land 5 to 8 centimeters in front of your hip, it'll be lightly on the heel. And from our perspective, that's perfectly acceptable. Of course, midfoot or forefoot is as well. May your best miles be those covered on foot.